Hey.
Hey, what are you up to?
Just off to Nancy's. You?
Just gonna see Elliot. There's some guy from the States is coming to talk at college.
So,
how's everything? Are you...
still eating?
I was gonna say doing okay.
I'm fine. John Paul, are you worried that I blame you for being ill?
You do, don't you?
My anorexia and having to go away was because of me and nobody else.
I knew how you felt about me and I still played along.
No, it doesn't matter. Pointless trying to blame anyone. I did it to me.
Doesn't excuse the way I treated you though, does it?
Yeah, I know that.
Sorry.
You know, sometimes I just wish there'd been someone there to talk to. For a while, that person was you. Which is why I'd really like it if we could be friends.
Really?
Yeah.
But that'd be good.
So what happened to you and Hannah last night then?
Nothing?
What? So you telling me you walked home from the pub and that's it?
Yeah, actually.
What's wrong with you?
Positive and negative ions.
So, lightning's gonna cause the end of the world?
An electrical storm, maybe. You know, this guy is up there with Hawkins, Hubble, Weinberg.
Why are you interested in all this stuff?
This is at the heart of why we're here. There's been a cyberbuzz about this tour for months.
It's gonna be full of geeks in there.
You people have got your show tunes and Sex in the City, and we have got this.
You're listening to Kris on Hollyoaks FM. Now,
Here we go, the ego's landed.
I read out a letter from Confused, a teenage boy struggling with his sexuality. My advice to Confused is stop whining. Nobody likes a drama queen, straight or gay.
Are you listening to
In the
this?
time it took you to write this letter, you should have been out getting a life instead of moaning to me. And frankly, the fact that no one knows you exist is because you're self-pitying and pretentious, not because you're gay.
I mean, who knew?
And for the record, being gay is not like a disease. You cannot cure sexuality.
When I say
So my advice to you, Confused, is grow up, accept who you are, and get on with it.
obviously.
Now, of course, if anybody out there dares to disagree, then please do pick up the phone. Oh, bye. I'd like to welcome a first-time caller onto the show. John Paul McQueen finally decides to pop his cherry, and it's with me. Well, I'm honoured.
Hi, Christophonic. I just wanted to say nice try in trying to convince people that Confused actually exists.
All right, so you don't believe that this letter is actually real?
You can't tell if someone's gay from a letter.
Handwriting is very girly.
Oh yeah, and I bet he'd left little pink hearts and kisses for you, hadn't he?
For those of you who don't know, John Paul is a recent convert to the gay church, and as such, now he thinks he knows everything.
No need to get defensive, Kris. Or is that how you react when people dare to disagree with you?
Newsflash, newsflash. Gay people have been coming out and dealing with it long before John Paul McQueen arrived
Tell
on
me,
the
Kris,
scene.
how has making fun of that lad made his life any easier?
He wanted my advice.
No, he wanted you to listen. There's a difference.
The lecture starts now for that.
So what would you have suggested? That he sleeps with the girl and his best friend until he makes up his mind?
That's low.
Well, if you think you can do any better, you know where I am.
I'm on my way.
John Paul?
Relax. This won't take long.
How much of the show did you actually hear?
Enough?
Well, did you hear the letter from the girl thanking me for encouraging her to trace her real parents?
No.
How long is this going to take?
Look, John Paul, I don't do this to shock people or to give myself a pat in the back. Sometimes people just want the truth.
And anyone who gets hurt along the way is just what? Collateral damage?
Well, what would you have said to that guy?
I'd have thrown it open to the audience and see what they suggest.
Dodge the bullet.
It's the difference between me and you, Kris. I don't think I have all the answers.
Well, if someone told you that they'd been abused by their dad, that they go to bed every night hoping to die because they were afraid that one day they might hurt someone too, what would you do then? Put them on hold for the weather?
I don't know.
If that letter wasn't about being gay, you wouldn't even be here. You're up after the news.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
I'm not going to back down now, am I?
This is Kris. Takes actual physical pleasure in humiliating people.
Listen, I've refereed Jackie and Mercedes fighting over the last tampon. This guy's a pussycat.
What about my lecture?
We'll get there, all right? Just chill out or something.
You ready?
Bring it on.
It's the end of the world.